at the end of 2015, when I finished my high schooling years, I sort of went on an alternate schoolies trip with my pop, my dad and my uncle to New Zealand. And it was so good. It was like my favourite trip to date. I loved being out in nature. We did these 2 hikes and we put them together and we did 8 days of consecutively just hiking. And we were out in the beautiful mountain peaks and mountain ranges of New Zealand. And I can just remember being so excited to embark on this journey with my pop and my dad and my uncle, my 3 sort of favourite masculine figures in my life. And so yeah, we embarked on this journey and it was awesome. And I can just remember being so overwhelmed in how the bigness of God in the mountains, and yeah, really just trying to be present in God's presence out there. But I think one of the probably the most crucial moment, the peak experiences of that whole trip, was when I had a few really special moments with my pop. And my pop for me was one of my, he's a legend. He was a legend for me, and taught me so much about being a man and masculinity and just things that I don't even think he was meaning to teach me, but just through who he was, he taught me. And I can remember being out on the hike, and he was hiking with bad knees and a bad ankle and stuff. So he probably wasn't in the best shape to hike, but he was persevering. And God really spoke to me through Pop on that trip, and I think just taught me so much about masculinity and being a man, and actually when you show weakness, it's not a bad thing, and actually being able to ask for help in that space is really special. And so when Pop was walking, we sort of came to this a few times, came to a downhill slope, and he couldn't do it, and he thought he couldn't do it anymore. And so I got the privilege of being able to step in and carry my pop's bag for him down the slope when he couldn't. And I can just remember the impact that had on me, just still looking back on it, and the strength that it took to be able to ask for help. And it just had such a big impact, because I can remember just all throughout my life, Pop was the one that you call on if you needed help, and he was the backup plan. And if all went wrong, you have Pop. And I can just remember how special that was for me to step in and be Pop's backup plan. And it's just had a lasting impact on me, I think, and will continue to have one throughout the rest of my life, just because God, I think, really showed his character through Pop, that weakness isn't a bad thing, but actually when you're willing to ask for help, that's strength. And it's often not perceived that way, but Pop really taught me that really important lesson out there. And I guess not knowing that I was going to lose him 2 years after, it's just reinforced it even more to make those moments really, I don't know, they're more than just a fond memory. It's actually like a principle that I fall back on often, because I look back on what Pop did for me, and it's so crucial to who I am now. And God taught me a lot through Pop that trip, I think.